Welcome to NFL Talk. Brock Bowers, the Las Vegas Raiders rookie tight end, is having a phenomenal season. After just 10 games, he's already joined Odell Beckham Jr. in the 70-plus receptions club. What aspects of his game do you think have allowed him to achieve this so early in his career?
It's truly remarkable to see a rookie performing at this level. He possesses a unique blend of size, speed, and exceptional route-running ability that makes him a nightmare for defenders. His ability to create separation and make contested catches is reminiscent of some of the league's elite.
He's not your typical tight end, that's for sure. You mentioned his route running. How does that compare to what we usually see from players at his position?
He's incredibly fluid and precise in his movements. He understands how to use his body to gain leverage and create space, which is something you don't often see from tight ends, especially rookies. His route tree is also incredibly diverse. He's not limited to just simple out routes or seam routes. He can run a full complement of routes, which makes him a versatile weapon for the Raiders' offense.
And the Raiders have definitely taken advantage of that versatility, deploying him all over the field. We even saw them experiment with him at running back during training camp. What do you think about that kind of creative usage?
It speaks volumes about his athleticism and the trust the coaching staff has in him. It's not common to see a tight end lining up in the backfield, but Bowers has the skill set to be effective in that role. It adds another layer of complexity for opposing defenses because they can't simply assume he'll be lined up in a traditional tight end spot.
It certainly keeps defenses guessing, and it seems like he's been able to translate his dominant college production to the NFL seamlessly. Well, what do you make of that transition?
He was a force to be reckoned with at Georgia, and it's clear that his success wasn't a fluke. He has the talent and the work ethic to excel at this level, and he's proven that he can handle the physicality and speed of the N.F.L. The Raiders clearly knew what they were getting when they drafted him, and he's exceeding even the loftiest expectations.
It's been remarkable to witness his development. How do you see his role evolving within the Raiders' offense as the season progresses?
I expect his involvement to only increase as the season goes on. He's already a focal point of their passing attack, and his chemistry with Derek Carr continues to grow. He's become a reliable target in clutch situations, and I anticipate they'll continue to scheme plays specifically designed to get him the ball.
His performance against Miami in Week 11 was a prime example of his impact: 13 receptions for 126 yards and a touchdown. Those are video game numbers.
That game was a statement performance. It showed the league just how dominant Bowers can be and how much of a threat he poses to opposing defenses. He was simply unstoppable that day, and it's only a glimpse of what he's capable of.
It's safe to say the Raiders hit a home run with the 13th pick in the draft. He's already drawing comparisons to some of the great tight ends in league history. Do you see him reaching that level of greatness?
It's certainly within the realm of possibility. He has all the physical tools and the mental makeup to be one of the best to ever play the position. If he continues to develop at this rate and stays healthy, there's no telling how high his is.
It's exciting to think about what the future holds for him. He's already making a significant impact on the Raiders and the league as a whole. His emergence has been one of the bright spots for the Raiders this season, amid some of the challenges they've faced. How would you assess his overall impact on the team's performance and morale?
His presence has undoubtedly injected a much-needed dose of excitement into the Raiders' offense and provided a sense of hope for the future. His ability to make big plays consistently has been a key factor in their offensive resurgence, and his infectious energy has certainly rubbed off on his teammates.
Speaking of his impact on the game, we can't forget his touchdown celebration against Miami. It caused quite a stir online. What are your thoughts on that?
It was certainly an interesting choice of celebration, and it sparked a lot of debate among fans and analysts alike. Some saw it as a harmless display of personality, while others found it to be disrespectful or inappropriate. Ultimately, it's up to each individual to interpret it as they... But it definitely got people talking, which is never a bad thing for a rookie trying to make a name.
It does seem like he's embracing the spotlight and the pressure that comes with it. How do you think he's handling the expectations and scrutiny that come with being a high-profile rookie in a major market like Las Vegas?
He appears to be handling it all in stride. He's maintained a level head and a focus on his craft, and hasn't let the hype get to him. He's also shown a willingness to learn and improve, which is crucial for any young player, especially one with such high expectations.
He's already achieved a level of success that many players only dream of. Do you think there's a risk of him becoming complacent or losing his drive now that he's established himself as a star?
It's always a possibility. But based on what we've seen from him so far, I highly doubt it. He seems to have a genuine passion for the game and a desire to be. He's also surrounded by a supportive coaching staff and veteran players who can help keep him grounded and focused.
The Raiders have a history of drafting talented tight ends, but Bowers seems to be in a class of his own. What sets him apart from his predecessors?
His combination of physical attributes and football IQ is truly rare. He possesses the size and strength of a traditional tight end, but also the speed and agility of a wide receiver. He's a mismatch nightmare for defense because he can line up anywhere on the field and be effective.
And his impact extends beyond just the stat sheet. He's become a leader in the locker room and a fan favorite in Las Vegas. How do you see his role evolving within the team's culture and the city as a whole?
He has the potential to become the face of the franchise and a symbol of the Raiders' new era in Las Vegas. His work ethic and dedication to the game have already earned him the respect of his teammates, and his charisma and infectious personality have endeared him to the...
It's been fascinating to watch his journey unfold so far. What are some of the key factors that will determine his long-term success in the NFL?
Staying healthy is paramount, as it is for any player, but especially one who relies on his athleticism and physicality. Continuing to refine his technique and expand his route tree will be crucial, as defenses will undoubtedly start to game plan specifically for him, and perhaps most importantly, maintaining his hunger and drive to improve will be essential for him to reach his...
His impact on the Raiders' passing offense has been undeniable. How has his presence changed the way opposing defenses approach the Raiders, and what adjustments might they need to make to contain him?
His versatility and ability to create mismatches have forced defenses to completely rethink their strategy. They can no longer simply rely on traditional coverages or personnel groupings to try to stop him. We're already seeing teams experiment with different approaches, such as bracketing him with a safety and a linebacker or using a cornerback to shatter him all over the field.
It's a testament to his talent that defenses are having to dedicate so much attention to stopping him. What kind of legacy do you think he could leave on the Raiders franchise and the tight end position as a whole if he continues on this trajectory?
He has the potential to redefine the tight end and become one of the all-time greats. His ability to impact the game in so many ways, as a receiver, a blocker, and even a runner, makes him a truly unique and game-changing player. If he can stay healthy and continue to develop his skills, there's no limit to what he can achieve.
His emergence has certainly breathed new life into the Raiders franchise and provided a glimpse of what the future could hold. What are your final thoughts on Brock Bowers' rookie season, and what are you most looking forward to seeing from him in the years to come?
It's been an absolute joy to watch him play this season. He's exceeded all expectations and has established himself as one of the most exciting young players in the NFL. I'm eager to see how he continues to evolve as a player and a leader, and I have no doubt that he has a bright future ahead of him.
Well, I think we covered a lot of ground here.
We have indeed.
It's been a pleasure discussing Brock Bowers' remarkable rookie season with you.
The pleasure was all mine. He's setting a new standard for what it means to be a modern tight end.
And for all future rookie tight ends coming into the league, how do you think his success will impact the way teams draft and develop tight ends?
Well, I think his emergence will undoubtedly make teams prioritize athleticism and versatility when evaluating tight end prospects. We'll likely see a shift away from the traditional mold of the big bruising blocker and a greater emphasis on players who can create mismatches in the passing game.
He's proven that a tight end can be a true offensive weapon. Do you think his style of play could revolutionize the position?
It's certainly possible. He's shown that tight ends can be just as dynamic and dangerous as wide receivers. His ability to line up all over the field and make plays in both the short and deep passing game has opened up a whole new world of possibilities for offensive coordinators.
It's an exciting time to be a fan of the Raiders and a fan of football in general. What message would you like to leave our audience regarding Brock Bowers and his future in the NFL?
Brock Bowers is a special talent with a bright future ahead of him. He's a player who can transcend the game and become a household name if he stays healthy and continues to work hard. There's no telling how great he can become.
Well, it's been a pleasure discussing Brock Bowers' remarkable rookie season.
The pleasure was all mine.